On the desk, scattered with lab equipment, is a small pencil on the problem sheet. Are we supposed to fill this out? I take a sidelong glance at the problem sheet. I see what looked like chemistry symbol. Looks like this is a scientist. Something is written at the top in messy letters. Remember the experiments. That's right, I found several bottles of chemicals in a storage room. Were those chemicals used in some sort of experiments? I pick up the pencil and turn over the paper. Begin the test. One, compound A is widely used as fuel or disinfectant. Its chemical formula is CH3CHXOH. What number should X be? Two, compound N is an exemplary acid and contains a salt that reacts to various metals. Which statement about compound N is true? Three, it stings when it's thick and fragrant when it's thin. What compound is it? It seems we passed the test. At the end of the answer sheet, the next test is in the room next door. Proceed there quickly, students. Well then, it sounds like there are other tests. Are we being tested? Maybe. It means that's what tests are for. But why? I'm concerned, but I don't feel like guessing. A more immediate topic would be discussed now that my senses are assaulted. Also, this thing really rigs. I didn't notice when I was focusing on the test, but the answer sheet stinks terribly. It's 100 times worse than the notebook, like a zoo in the data summer. I shut it tightly in a random pouch in my bag so the smell doesn't spread. Got answer sheet. I narrows her eyes at me. Mr. Ichigo, are you sure you closed your bag? It still reeks in there. Huh? Eyes right. The smell has definitely gotten stronger instead of weaker. Sorry, I'll check. I look down to double check my bag. I spot something that looks like a box down on the floor behind the desk. Oh. My instincts realize what it is before my brain does. Hands and feet stick around of the blood-soaked cover. Inside the box is... I've got to check to make sure, but I can't make myself move. Did you find some... Stay back. the low, sharp tone that comes out of my mouth startles even me. Just stay back. I'll check it. After gathering my courage, I reach out. I pull off the thick sheet. That hat's familiar, so are the clothes. There's no mistake. It's the corpse of that guard who was hanging from the ceiling with Moe Watanabe. I collapse to my knees, a horrible feelings come barreling up through my chest. Are you alright? There's a corpse. That's where the smell was coming from. A corpse? Let's get the heck out of here, yeah? I drag myself up woodenly, like a puppet on strings. The classroom next door? Huh? The next test is in the classroom next door. Let's go there. Right. Okay, understood. Ai is probably shaken, but she's putting on a brave front anyway. Even an act like that is helpful at a time like this. After all, there's no time to waste. Whoever carried this corpse here could be lurking around the corner. Science lab storage room. There were strange things in the storage room of that gross science lab. Hands, ears, eyeballs, parts encased in liquid, all relatively fresh, all belonging to women. We searched the shelves for anything useful and found 3 bottles, one with a corroded label, one reading CH3CH2OH, and a fragment one that says ID5. School announcement. A repulsive voice echoes over the loudspeaker. Mizu? It said test time. We have to take tests. There are several classrooms on the 2nd floor, including the science lab we're in. Who knows what Mizu wants, but maybe the tests will give us a hint as to how to fight her. We may as well take them while we prepare for the upcoming encounter. Something is scrawled on the blackboard. I? Zen? It looks like the letters spell Aizen. There are more after that, but they aren't legible. I don't know. The handwriting is terrible. Okay. I lift it up and uncover a dirty piece of paper. There's a pencil and a problem sheet on the desk. I take a glance at the problem sheet. There are a number of long sentences. Looks like this is a science test. Something's written at the top in a messy letters. Read the blackboard. The blackboard? I'm supposed to read it? I'm not sure that scribble is really important, but I pick up the pencil and turn over the paper. Begin the test. Question 1. Believing in the Buddha is important. The Buddha is most extremely vital. You must believe in the incredibly strong great I. The incredibly strong great I is like an angel. You must erase the stench of corrupted humanity and become one with nature. This is called Zen unity. Question 2. Humanity is the embodiment of pain. They kill other animals. My fellow snakes also spend every day in absolute misery. My dear snakes hate this world, like they hate the sun and heat. This disaster is called the Age of Decline. Question 3. I carry the Great Eye's talisman every day and seek rebirth. The talisman is important. It is a greater treasure than the brain or heart or life itself. This is shown not in words, but deeds. If I walk with the talisman, I will become It seems we've passed the test. At the end of the answer sheet. Next test 2 rooms over. Don't enter the classroom next door. Off limits. Well, that's succinct. Got answer sheet. Don't go into the classroom next door. Why? Maybe she's got a secret in there, but now I want to see even more. Pretty much. She probably didn't think it through before. It sounds like something is hitting the wall. That noise? Was it from the room next door? Sounds like something's in there. Let's check out the room next door. We can do the next test later. Forbidden classroom. After the language test, we hear a sound in the room next door. That's probably where we were warned not to enter. Does that mean she doesn't want us to see something? Regardless, if her goal is to make us finish tests, then she'll likely want to tag until we're done. In which case, we should check out that classroom first. We'll do the tests later. A jumble of wire is wrapped around the door handle. I pull on the wire, but it won't move. It's been carefully and tightly wound. Plus, it's pretty thick. It'll be impossible to cut it. Do I have something that can disintegrate metal? I take the brown bottle out of my bag and stare at the label. It has a usage warning on it, and it smells like chlorine. It could be some sort of strong acid that can melt metal. Should we try it? I take off the lid and slowly pour the liquid onto the wire. If I accidentally get some on the keyhole, it could be a problem. Don't rush, just a little at a time. There's a faint bubbling noise and a smell that's indescribable. It seems it's working like we hoped. Is it melting? Yeah. Then I think that should do it. I pull out the wire again. This time it comes out of the keyhole easily. Nice! You're smart, Mr. Ichigo. I'm not sure how to respond to that. But in any case, now we can investigate this room. Let's look inside. Discard the emptied brown bottle. The instant I open the classroom door, something glints in the darkness. Then a horrible stench makes me choke. Oh, is this blood? Beneath my feet it feels like I'm stepping in something soft, like mud. I shine my light into the room. What the hell is this room? It's as if I stepped into a slaughterhouse. The scene before me is horrific. Organs scatters across the floor, chunks of meat, an overwhelming amount of blood, and blank, glassy-eyed animal heads lined up across the desks. Ah! Ice sinks to the floor, covering her mouth. The word sacrificial rite comes to mind. But why the hell? Let's check it out. We need to look around. I'm trying to convince myself by saying it twice. Suddenly... Huh? There's a sound from the window ledge. Is someone here? I make my way past the animal heads to peer cautiously at the line of desks near the window. A naked body is laying in a pool of blood. Countless snakes are slithering over her. The woman almost looks like an animal waiting for reception. Actually, whoever did this to her might have been planning to do just that. Hey, come help me. Someone's trapped. We grabbed onto her legs and hurried to drag her out of the swarm of snakes. I'm worried about her snake bites, but I don't see any other large ones. Are you okay? Hang in there. I speaks to her, but the woman doesn't reply. Her eyes are half open, staring vaguely. We can't let her die. Let's take her back to the mansion. She should be able to walk if we help her. Sure, but she's hot naked? Is this really the time to be worried about that? But speaking of clothes, I just remembered. Here, she can wear this. I unwrap the bundle of clothes and pull out the lab coat for her to wear. Oh yeah! That place is off limits. Noise from the broadcast reverberates in the room. My flashlight blinks out. The mark's color grows more vivid. Early dawn, a few hours left until death closes in. Damn it, she noticed. What should we do? We need to get out of here. I know H Elementary layout pretty well. I should be able to find my way out without a light. We've got to hurry. Let's help her up. Hup! I takes a deep breath from the back seat. It sounds like a world-weary old person groan. Did you just think I sounded like an old lady? I don't care what you think. I'm not performing right now. I'm on a break. Is this what they call a woman's intuition, or did she just read my mind? Does the woman look like she'll be okay? We covered her securely with a lab coat, but I still hesitate to look in the rearview mirror. Don't stare. Privacy is important even in emergencies. I'm not trying to look, I promise. I'm clearly doing my best not to. Come on. She looks exhausted, but calm. Maybe she's sleeping. Mr. Ichigo? I saw it. What did you see? I tried to keep my tone innocent. As a mark on her body. When we were putting the coat on her. Oh. So we've added another to our number. My heart drops when I think about how I'll have to tell her the truth of what's happening. But that doesn't mean I can avoid it. We'll have to tell her. Yeah. I hope she doesn't get depressed. She's surprisingly collected about this. Maybe she learned that to be able to make a living in the entertainment world. I have a name, you know. The mystery woman seemed asleep, but she suddenly speaks up. You were awake? Sorry, we didn't know your name. I'm Madoka Hiro. I don't care what happens. All I want is to take a shower as soon as possible. Welcome back. Oh, and who is that with you? Later, hurry and get a bath ready. We lay a pale-faced Hiro on the sofa and immediately start treating her wounds. With her guiding us, we are able to give her a proper first aid. There's a lot of swelling, but at least it seems none of the snakes were poisonous. After we finish, her face gradually regains its color. Hiro emerges from upstairs wearing the clothing we found in the science lab. Apparently they had been hers. I almost died. Thanks for saving me, I guess. Judging by that casual comment, it seems she has recovered her composure. She is still pretty pale, but she doesn't look shaken up anymore. They only wanted to torment me, not kill. Small mercies. Otherwise I would have choked on poison or been snake food by now. Spirits drag the living to the depths of despair before killing them. And that's what Mary had told me before. Thanks to that nefarious nature of theirs, she was able to be saved. You sure you're feeling okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. I bounce back fast. Who knows if that's true or if she's just putting up an act, but regardless, her emotional strength is impressive. So what were you doing in the school? That's what I'd like to know. I was chasing after a woman named Manabe Tsukawa. I must have fainted. When I woke up, I was there. Tsukawa. Could that be Miss Zu? Miss Zu? Oh yeah, I heard that was her nickname from when she was a teacher. So what were you chasing? Hold up. My questions first. Who are you people? We gave her a basic rundown of the situation. She listens quietly, but I can tell from her expression that she's not convinced. I see. I understand. But believing you is something else. You say Tsukawa might have become an inhuman monster? Save that talk for writing horror stories. Her face twitches briefly. How is that you know this Miss Zukawa? She's the colleague from the lab. Not a lot of women worked there, so we ended up talking together. And the second I let down my guard, sounds like Zukawa caused some trouble. She stole something important from me. At first I had no idea where she disappeared to, but I searched her room in the dorm and learned where she's holed up. Going out for recent credit purchases, she's been shopping in H-City.
What? A spirit that goes shopping? People would panic if something like that had appeared in a grocery store.
What? Don't tell me you're serious. Wait, I know you. You're Ai Kashiwagi from Love and Hero. You seemed idiotic on TV, so I guess that wasn't just an act.
Hey, that's really rude.
Supposing you're right and she's a monster, no way she'd go out in public. She obviously used a phone. I even checked with the company. A woman's voice asked them to bring the goods to a designated area. Paid in advance with a bank transfer, so the company delivered as ordered. And the delivery location happens to be a warehouse by H Elementary. And just what were the goods? Animals. No idea what connection she pulled, but they're from pet stores and ranches. Dogs, cats, pigs, snakes, horses. She even managed to get reindeer and ostriches. Black market too, spare no expense. With a Mizu name, maybe she was starting a zoo or something. What happened to those animals? She must not have noticed, since she was in and out of consciousness at the time. But based on what we found in the room she was held in, I can hazard a guess. So I waited at the empty warehouse for Zukawa to come. At some point I fainted. Next I know, I'm butt naked and in a terrible position. You found me. I'm sure she was behind it. So then, is that also when you got your mark? Mark? Oh, you mean the scar? I still don't believe it. But even if Zukawa happens to be a spirit, then I didn't get it from her. I had it before I went to H-City. What? So where'd you get it? Chill, no need to get so upset. I suddenly had it when I woke up 9 days ago.
Did you go to any haunted places the day before?
Don't be ridiculous. Don't lump me with inappropriately dressed idols like you. The same goes for this scar. As if something like this could kill you or give you amnesia. Not only is that unscientific, it's absurd, absolutely impossible. She's yelling, but that doesn't hide how she's shaking like a leaf. She's clearly more frightened now than when she was talking about the snakes. I guess she has a fear of the supernatural too, just like Shu. That's all I can tell you. You're going after Sugawa, right? I'll help out. Are you truly alright with that? You might die. I don't plan on letting that happen, but if it does, so be it. I hate the idea that people can be happy just by being alive. I am a scholar. Life is for satisfying my intellectual curiosity. And for that, I need to get that thing back from that thieving hag. So it's more important than your life? What in the world did she steal from you? Seems she doesn't plan on answering that. But we have no reason to turn her down. We should accept her help.
Okay, Mr. Ichigo. Let's get back to H Elementary.
私